Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us on ABC50 NOW Live. I'm Isabella Colello.
And I'm Delaney Kepner with a look at our weather. Temperatures will get into the upper 30s in the North Country today, along with rain and snow that are lingering in our forecast. A cold front will move through this evening, knocking the temperatures down to around 10 degrees. We will wake up to temperatures around 5 degrees in the morning, and it won't get much warmer than that throughout the day, as wind chill temperatures will feel sub-zero tomorrow. Highs will be in the single digits on Thursday and Friday, with overnight lows well below zero. Our full 7-day forecast and up-to-date weather alerts are available online on informnny.com. Now, let's take a look at the latest North Country news.
The North Country community is coming together to remember the life of Raynor. The 16-year-old died following a car accident in the town of Pamelia on Saturday. He was the rear passenger in a truck that struck a tree. Raynor was a junior at Indian River High School in Philadelphia, where counseling staff has been made available, and groups of students and staff are wearing blue and white as a show of support for the family. Raynor's older brother, 19-year-old Bryce Raynor, was the driver of the vehicle and was transported to a hospital in Syracuse. Friends and family continue to pour out messages of hope for his recovery as they mourn the loss of his younger brother. Another passenger in the vehicle, 18-year-old Madeline Countryman, was treated at a local hospital and has been released. Police say that icy road conditions are suspected to be the primary contributing factor in the accident.
Over 1,000 North Country students tested positive for COVID-19 within a one-week span following the holiday recess. School districts across Jefferson, Lewis, and St. Lawrence counties reported a spike in cases between January 6th and 14th. As cases began increasing, New York officials put plans in place to keep students in school, including the distribution of at-home testing kits and new test-to-stay protocols. All schools in New York have been required to report COVID cases to the Department of Health on a daily basis in September, including both student and employee cases.
A local school district is addressing issues surrounding its food service after a photo of a student's meal went viral. Parishville Hopkinton Superintendent Dr. William Collins released a message to the community regarding a parent's Facebook post. The post included a photo that was sent to Christopher Vangelo by his child, showing a lunch that consisted of 4 chicken nuggets, white rice, and a side of carrots. Vangelo also shared other photos of lunches from different days that he described as lacking and not very appetizing. Dr. Collins announced that a group will be created to address the dissatisfaction with school meals while still meeting the strict USDA requirements.
A police search led to the discovery of more than a dozen unmarked cremated remains and several bodies at a funeral home in New York State. The discovery was made at Allen Barnett Funeral Home in Johnstown. Funeral director Brian Barnett had his license suspended in November due to operating an unregistered firm because the funeral home wasn't licensed and wasn't supposed to be storing or handling the deceased. Then in January, a family filed a complaint with police claiming that they were unable to contact Barnett for several weeks after purchasing cremation services for a loved one. And it wasn't the first complaint against the funeral home. During the search by police, several containers of cremated remains were found without visible ID tags, and some were even open. Detectives also found bodies in advanced stages of decomposition in a garage. The remains discovered on the property have been transferred to another funeral home, and police are trying to connect with any family members of the deceased.
The Disabled Persons Action Organization has announced a new concert date for ZZ Top to perform in Watertown. The concert, originally scheduled for September of last fall, was postponed due to the rising number of COVID cases at the time. The concert was then rescheduled for July 30th, 2022, but has been rescheduled for a second time, and the new date for the concert is Saturday, July 23rd, and tickets will go on sale February 16th. Anyone who kept their original ticket for last fall's concert should hold on to them because they are valid for this summer's show. The show is part of the Car Freshener FX Caprera family of car dealerships concert series, and proceeds benefit DPAO programs that provide services to more than 500 families in Jefferson and Lewis counties.
The Buffalo Bills advanced to the divisional round after beating the Patriots in their wild card round matchup last weekend. The Bills have won 4 of their last 5 games against New England, and their offensive line continues to shine, with touchdowns on their first 7 possessions in Saturday's game. They will be traveling to Arrowhead Stadium for their next playoff game, taking on the Kansas City Chiefs this Sunday. The Chiefs beat the Steelers Sunday night, and in their October meeting, the Bills beat the Chiefs 38-20.
Now let's take a look at events happening throughout the North Country with this week's Community Bulletin Board.
The Alex Bay Stallions Cheer Program is hosting a takeout-only spaghetti fundraiser at the Redwood Fire Department on January 28th to raise funds to send teams to compete at Nationals. A Grief Share group is meeting on Sundays from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. at the Grace Community Church in Adams Center for people grieving the loss of a loved one. The Flower Memorial Library is hosting a family movie and crafts afternoon on January 29th to watch Luca and make crafts. The event is free for all ages. Do you have an event you'd like to share with the community? Share it with us. Submit your event by going to our website, informnny.com, then click on Community, then Community Events, and explain the event. ABC50 will then share your event with the North Country community.
And more events happening in the North Country can be found on our website. Thank you for watching ABC50 Now Live. Join us weekly on Wednesdays at 3 p.m. on informnny.com for the latest North Country news, events, and weather updates.
Don't forget to enter for your chance to win one of our contests, like the NNY Gets Lit book giveaway. The North Country Library System has teamed up with us to give away 2 books each month, one for adult readers and one for kids. This month, you will have the chance to win Velvet Was the Night or The Mitten from the Messina Public Library.
And while you're here, you can also subscribe to our daily newsletter for local news delivered right to your inbox every morning. And you can continue to stay up to date by tuning in to News Channel 9 on ABC50 for a full hour of news, weather, and sports every weekday at 5:30 p.m. With ABC50 Now, I'm Isabella Colello.
And I'm Delaney Kepner. We'll see you again next week.